Okay, I think I'm going to have to turn on my airplane mode because I was doing the recording for you and I got another phone call and it cut off that recording too. So anyway, uh, I I just told my daughter I'd call her back. So that's what I've made so far. This is what we're making now. And let's see. This is the jelly that I made here recently. Well, that one's not. But anyway, got those mailed out to my kids. They were very happy with them. It's strawberry raspberry. And next time I make that, I'll make you a recording of that too. So anyway, I've been making videos on TikTok and everybody really liked those. So I think I'll probably convert those recordings into and I'll post them once I start posting. I'm just making videos for now and I'll upload them later. But anyway, there's a lot of things that I think, or I'm told, I've been being asked for a while now to just make a YouTube channel, which honestly I thought might be more work than what I wanted. But I'm finally giving in. I think I'm going to take some recordings of when I first came out here to live out in this remote area. And I'll just have to throw them up and you'll see them just like they are. It won't really be narrated, I don't think. But anyway, I know there's a lot of interest in watching our way of life. I just didn't really think anybody would be interested in watching mine, but I've finally been convinced to try it and see if anybody's interested in watching more than just a few minutes of a TikTok. And my TikToks are more legal in nature, like, teaching people about the court system and the judicial system and the fraud. But it appears, what I'm told, I don't want my channel to get canceled once I start uploading videos. I'm being told I probably need to stay away from exposing the criminal element of your government. So what I decided is basically to show you how to live without government so that you govern yourself. So I'll try as hard as I can to stay away from that topic, but it is very dear to me. And I have spent years and years studying law and helping people defend themselves against a tyrannical government, and been very successful. I might even tell you the story of 2 very large cases that I worked on. I may eventually tell that story here on my channel, see if I can get by with it, because it's so important to this area that I'm in. And it has, those 2 cases have really changed a lot of people out here in this community, rural area. I think this county will be forever changed from these court cases. So I may tell you a little bit about them once I start posting videos and see if there's any interest. But I've been urged not to. I will tell you, the cases that I'm talking about, though, is the Ammon, Cliven, and Ryan Bundy court cases. The Malheur Refuge, they called it a takeover. Anyway, we'll see. But I guess it kind of gives you a little insight into who I am behind the camera. You'll see my face and do some, get a tripod, and you will see my face in some of these videos at some point. All right, well, that's going to be our snack tonight. It kind of looks dark. Let's see if I bring it to the light. You'll see, they're not that dark. I'll take some out a little earlier. How about that? These I'll take out a little sooner. But anyway, this is the ones that we have left to go. Won't take but a few minutes and we'll be all done. If Dwayne gets home earlier than he did last night, I was already asleep by the time he quit work. Because out here we work sun up to sundown. We don't care what time it is. When the sun's up, you're up. Oops, I don't think I'm going to get these out early like I said I would. And I think my grease is getting a little bit hotter, obviously. So it doesn't matter. I like them crispy. But I may even show you a taste test, see if he likes them. But that's kind of like asking Mikey, because like Mikey, Dwayne eats everything. He likes everything. So it may not really give you a true representation of how did we do. All right, these, I swear to you, I'm going to take out early. I promise. If this was live, I would have you tell me when to take it out, but I don't know. It may be a long time before anybody sees this video. This is my little cuisine art. And I've got it set for $3.75. $3.75. I shouldn't have to flip these because they are submerged in, but it does seem like the bottom still cooks faster, you can see. I'll try to turn them over. Okay, but you can see how easy it is. I think what I realized is that there's all these things that you think you can't make. Like, I've never thought of making my own jam, and I mean, I've always known I can, but you don't really think about, you can make your own yogurt, you can make your own bread. Like, you don't have to be somebody special or, live out on the prairie to make your own bread. It's just a lot of people don't. And we just get away from thinking that we can make our own stuff. You can make your everything. I don't care what it is. You think you can't make it, but you can. I'm going to be getting out the wheat grinder and grinding my own wheat so I make my own flour. Like, it never occurred to me that I can make my own flour. I make my own butter. I do use store-bought butter, I'm not going to lie to you. But because it's easier. But I have the forms and everything for the next time I make my own butter. I'll actually have it in the shape of butter sticks. And I even have the wraps to, the wax wraps to wrap my sticks in. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Okay, let's see if I can get these just perfect. Turn over each one of them. I think my last ones I did really good. I did much better on my last ones. And get these out early too. And that's all we have left to go. So it's not going to take but another minute or two. Well, so, okay, so while we're finishing this up, I'll tell you just a little bit more about myself. I was born in the South and raised. I wasn't actually born in Texas. I know you hear me talk. Everybody thinks that I was born in Texas, but I wasn't. I was born in New Mexico, and all the years that I lived in New Mexico, people would ask me, "Are you from Texas?" Because of whatever accent they hear. And when I moved to Texas, I've lived most of my life in Texas. When I moved to Texas, people in Texas asked me, "Where are you from?" So I guess I have a weird sounding voice. I don't know why. I think it's more of a southern thing. People often just assume it's Texas. And I've lived almost my whole life in Texas. I still do, although most of my time is spent in Oregon. But I am not an Oregonian. I do not like this state's political ideology, which when you hear Oregon, you think about liberals, and I don't even like that terminology because I'm not political. So I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm an American. And, so I don't reside here. I basically just pursue happiness here. And, this is where I'm happy. But my heart is in Texas, or with Texas, I should say. Let me give that one just a second longer. So yes, you do hear a Texas or Southern accent, which I really thought maybe I had lost my Southern accent, but people tell me they can still hear it. So I thought I'd give you a little explanation of what you're hearing. I can't stand to hear myself talk. All I hear is just a hic. But anyway, let me explain that a little bit to you. We're looking good. All these need now is some salt or any seasoning that you want. Really? I'm going to take these darker ones out. Don't you just want to bite into them? And I'm going to tell you something. I know it's placebo, but everything that you make is better. It tastes better. And I'll be honest, I think part of that is placebo. But also, I'm not doing anything weird to it. And I do get concerned about what is happening with our food. This is all that's left now. So I'm going to stop recording here and give my daughter a call back, because when I'm not available to those girls, they get unhappy. I have 2 daughters that I'm to be available to at all times. And I have a son who is very private, and he's very focused on his little family. So he's got a baby boy. And anyway, my 2 girls keep me pretty darn busy. Anyway, this is the last of them going in. This will have more than the others, because I'm not going to do this another time. We're going to do all these last ones at once. So, I don't know if you enjoyed making tortilla chips with me or not, but there you have it. So we've checked the chickens, we've looked for the lost chicken, and we've made tortilla chips. And we did all that very quickly. And then I'll be on to the next thing.